I wouldn't say that I'm what many people consider a foodie, but food has always played a bit of a role in Destination Adventure because I am fascinated with the idea of sustainability from the land. So we've always done a lot of fishing and crabbing and shrimping and harvesting, but when it comes to living in a small space like the rig or here at Lot 32, the issue becomes preservation and storage. So this week, we finally get to learn how to do a little bit of canning. The Pacific Northwest and North Pacific are experiencing world record salmon runs right now. So we have acquired 5 beautiful sockeye salmon. Today we're gonna see about getting them sealed up in some cans. In typical Dustin Porter fashion, I totally jumped the gun on this project and got salmon before a pressure canner. Can you believe a legitimate pressure canner is like $700? Lucky for us, Home Hardware had one discount pressure canner in stock. And it looks relatively easy to use. The only thing this is missing is a gauge for the pressure, but we do have this little thing. YouTube makes it sound pretty straightforward. Step number 1, we have to sterilize everything. While we're waiting for that water to heat up, I guess we'll prepare some of our ingredients. And just to be clear, for canned salmon, you don't actually need any other ingredients. Good old-fashioned canned salmon is just salmon in a can. But you can add some things, and since we're fortunate enough to have 5 salmon, we're gonna play around a little bit. Emmy likes the spice, so we are putting in some jalapenos. I said she's allowed to spice up 5 cans. I think 1 jalapeno is a lot. Like just 1 in the jar? More? Uh-oh. We're also going to try a couple jars with a little bit of dill. And I'm gonna be honest with you, before going to the store yesterday, I didn't realize there was more than 1 kind of dill. We purchased all kinds of kitchen stuff when we were in Japan. Haven't got to use any of it. Today's our first day getting to use some of it because I purchased a beautiful Japanese knife, specifically for butchering salmon and other fish. And of course, you're an absolute maniac if you think we're not putting at least a little bit of onion in a couple jars. See if I can cut a nice thin one. How thin do you want it? The thinner the better?
That's good.
Japan style? Look at that. Holy smokes. I think almost every one will have garlic in it. Over the last 8 months building here at Lot 32, I've got to hear a lot of dudes telling me what I'm doing right and wrong. Now I'm pretty excited. It's the ladies' chance. Not that guys don't can, but we've had to ask quite a few questions around town getting into this, and most of the people answering our questions were women. The first rendition of Cooking on Destination Adventure was called the Moho Cooking Show. Then we transitioned into Expedition Kitchen. We don't really know what to call this one. We were gonna call it Grillin' Off-Grid, but Emmy just has the hardest time saying that. We might stick with Expedition Kitchen just because we have this radical apron available on destinationmerch.com. But if you guys have a better name for Grillin' Off-Grid, let me know in the comments down below. Last time we were in the Okanagan, we stopped by a fruit stand and picked up some dried chilies. We're gonna put them in a couple of jars, but it's time to butcher up these salmon. Oh,
What?
big blue heron outside. Did you see him?
Yeah.
That was crazy. The wildlife in this valley. Emmy's over there trying not to burn the house down, sanitizing some lids. I'm gonna butcher up this salmon. Very excited to try out this new Japanese knife. Ooh, yeah, crunched right through that bone. We're canning with 250 milliliter mason jars, and it requires 1 inch of headroom at the top. So I'm just gonna cut this approximately there. Some people also choose to scale their fish. We're leaving the scales on. That looks perfect. Maybe a little bit thinner even. Some people also cut this in a way so that when you put it in the jar, the flesh is to the glass instead of the scales to the glass. We're not the slightest bit concerned about final appearance on it. Just want to make sure that it's done correct and healthy. Wow, look at that salmon. Beautiful red sockeye meat. Let's go for this big boy.
This is a big one.
That's the biggest one. Out of all the salmon, they say that pink and sockeye are the two best for canning. And out of the two, sockeye is smaller. So we got the ultimate for a couple beginners here. That is the final salmon. We did, of course, do some YouTube lessons on this, and there is a big emphasis on cleanliness. So we're gonna wash these one more time before putting them in the cans. But I gotta tell you, this new knife works really nicely. The jars are sanitized, the lids are sanitized. Salmon Mountain has reached its peak. Our seals are sitting in hot water so we can get a good seal. It's time to see about getting some salmon in these jars. Wow, bit of a tight fit. Not an issue because they say you want to pack it in there really tight with as little air pockets as possible. You know what? I'm gonna put this little guy in there first. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's good. That's a tight pack right
I
there.
thought we need to put the air gap a little bit, right?
A little bit.
This is not too much.
It's not too much. I hope not. When you see a jar of salmon, there is liquid in the bottom of it. We did read the manual on our pressure cooker and it says, do not add liquid in all capitals. I guess the liquid you see at the end is water and fat that is pulled out of the salmon. So that's gonna be our first jar. Going on to jar number 2.
Nice height though.
Yep, whoever cut those totally nailed it. Let's go double down on little guys here. Gotta go both at the same time. That's perfect. Yeah. Look at that thing. Dang, that's nice. Just enough room for a garlic in there. If you want to have it flesh side out, we see guys or girls cutting the steak down the spine, then you can actually flip it all the way around. Then your jar looks all flesh on the outside instead of skin.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow, that is terrifying. Gotta be careful, you know?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I'm sweating.
You're sweating? Mm-hmm. It's not your finger. We're adding a half teaspoon of salt currently, and it is pickling salt. You're not supposed to use regular salt because it has additives and agents in it that can actually make your salmon taste bitter. And then we're also going to be adding the same amount, so a half teaspoon of vinegar, and that is just to soften the bones. So since we're doing such a variety, we're going to wipe the rim and throw a lid on these now.
That garlic smells so good. Some garlic and dill.
We definitely want some dill. Our jars are filled with delicious goodness. The lids are on and labeled. it's time to see about canning these things. With all the things that we read online, we're referring to the recommendation of the canner itself. It calls for approximately an inch of water. I went a little bit above that because this being our first time, I think we're gonna end up running it hot a little bit at some point. I don't wanna risk boiling the water out of the canner. There's so much water that they're actually under. Change of plans right away are with the displacement from the jars. They're actually almost submerged, and the Google machine says that's not okay. So I'm removing some water. I did read the directions, and this pressure canner allows double stacking. It comes with a sheet that's supposed to go on the bottom, I guess. Yeah, these are moving all over in there. Yeah, once they're there. I guess the middle just goes like that? I don't know either. I don't like that idea. There we go. So that's gonna do the trick, I guess. We'll just see. Either it's gonna work or it's not. Everyone says you're supposed to look through the peephole, make sure there's room, which there is. This goes on. Then we're gonna let it boil till it starts venting, which is almost happening already. Then the pressure canner we could afford doesn't have a gauge. It has one of these, which is supposed to be the upgraded version of its predecessor. Our canner, since we're above 300 meters here, requires 15 PSI, which is the max that this thing does, for 100 minutes. And we don't start our timer until this is rocking at what is approximately 15 PSI. I watched videos on how this thing is supposed to dance at 15. We're just gonna see what happens here.
Babe,
just seeing. It's happening. It's happening. Welcome to the future, everybody. Our 100 minutes has elapsed, and we have to let the canner repressurize to normal pressure before we take anything off of it. If you take that little wiggle off there too early, you run the risk of breaking jars, or I don't know, there's a list of things you're supposed to watch out for if you do that. So we're gonna prepare our salmons for the next round.
I'm surviving. I'm not thriving. I'm 9 to 5, feels like I'm compromising myself, 'cause I'm giving away all my time. But I'm sitting here writing rhymes. Am I destined to sing mambo songs all day long? But now I'm at work, but I'm writing a song, 'cause I've got a rhyme in my head. But I'm on the clock instead, singing these mambo songs. Well, I'm fighting, Lord, I'm trying, but it's terrifying to live a life where I'm lying to myself, telling myself it ain't a crime.
It smells really good.
To be wasting my time, but I'm on the clock.
Oh, it's sealed. Did you hear it? Bing.
Singing these mambo songs.
I cannot believe the amount of oil that has come out of these.
Like almost full.
It's almost full. Can you hold that box? Dad was saying that these sockeye should be really good because they travel so far to get here that they build up this big fat layer ahead of time. I am just so excited about this. I don't know if we're supposed to do that. Careful, it's hot.
Oh, that smells so
Here we go.
good.
It smells so good. So we have one extra in here. Just gonna turf it there on top. I think that should be just fine. You got 100 minutes on that timer? All right, see you in 100 minutes. Full disclosure, it's been a little bit more than 100 minutes. Matter of fact, it's the next day. All of our salmon is finished. We had 100% success on the seals, and they are looking exceptionally good. I know that it's just going to improve over time in several ways. The flavor should improve and the softness of the bones should improve, but it's perfectly safe to eat right now. So we're gonna do a little taste test here. I have one garlic one. It's also going to have salt and vinegar in it. I have one just salt and vinegar. Let's do a salt and vinegar first. It's really sealed. Bending the fork. Wow, got a good seal on these ones. Ooh, crack the first one. That smells exactly like canned salmon.
Oh.
Oh,
Kind of
well, hint of canned tuna, I guess, too. The amount of fat in this salmon is pretty incredible. My folks make smoked canned salmon now, but when I was a child, my mom made canned salmon. That's all I have to compare this to, and it smells different than my mom's. Got a little vertebrae in here, hoping that the bones are gonna be nice and soft because of that vinegar. A little bit of salt and vinegar down the hatch. Oh, that's good. That is really good. And the bones are perfectly soft. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Gonna leave that for now, and we're gonna make some kind of sushi dish tonight for dinner. This one is, this is salt, vinegar, and garlic. The smell coming out of here is very strong. Like, we may have drastically overdone the garlic. It smells good. You know what? It does smell pretty good. All right. That's really good. Oh, wow. I want to say the salt and vinegar is better, but I don't know. Dang, that's good. A little bit too much garlic. Look at all these vertebrae on here.
What's your favorite part?
That's the favorite part. A little bit savage, but you can't knock it till you tried it. This is a huge success. Well, there you have it. We have acquired a new skill, and we are one step closer to being prepared for next summer's big expedition. Thanks for all the help canning this salmon, and most of all, thanks for watching, everybody.
Cold rain, making rivers on my window late last night. Cold rain, cold rain.
Chili?
C-H-I-L-L-I.
Oh.
That's okay. I always thought there was an E on there too.